I forgot to play the intro. No one saw that. G
G
Live.
Live.
What up?
Ay,
if
nako,
they
Willow.
replay if they replay the video from start, no, they're gonna
Yeah,
see.
makita niya yung shocked face. But hey, everyone, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to G Live, and we're doing Player Pass. And
Yes.
for this month's Player Pass, we're gonna do Essen 2021. Essen is a convention in Germany. It's a big, probably the biggest convention in Europe, for board games and
Mm-hmm.
board gamers. Unfortunately, we're not able to go there. So instead, we're gonna check out the hottest hot games that were featured, uh, showcased in SN
Yeah.
2021. We put up a poll in G Live Game Night, and you guys are awesome because you added a lot of amazing games that we're gonna check out tonight in Player Pass. For those who are not familiar, Player Pass, we're gonna show some games, gonna check it out. What's the first impressions? And as a community, we vote either a play, that means yes, we're so excited for it, or a pass, meaning maybe it's not for me. Uh,
Yeah.
Yep, that's how we do it. Uh,
Yep. Do.
so wait, before we go there, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Duane, and this is my good friend.
Who's your good friend?
Who's my good friend?
Willow is your good
Willow.
friend.
Yes, we're here. We are
Everybody's
your
good friend.
hosts. And welcome back. If you're in Facebook, please do share our stream so that we can share the joy of board gaming to our peers. And
Yep.
we're also live in YouTube, so please do like and subscribe. Smash that notification button so that you can be updated with all of the awesome content that we're giving to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. So yeah, since last Friday we did our walkthrough of SN 2021 board games. But we just went through them, as in we just saw them, we said our comments, we didn't really go check what how they play, how they really look like, how many players they play. Well, ganun. But this time we since we did the
Yeah.
walkthrough, we put a poll up on G Live Game Night community. We listed some games that we thought were interesting and that we saw in Essen, and then some games also from you guys na nagdagdag dun sa list
Yes.
na yon, that you thought were interesting. We had the poll up, nag-vote, and then the top, siguro mga top 8, top 10, we'll check out tonight. We'll deep dive into them in Board Game Geek, and then maybe we can check out some videos on YouTube, and then we'll let you vote if it's a play or a pass. Yeah,
So easy, right?
very easy.
There you
But yeah,
go.
before we go into it, we do have a question of the stream. I think the question of the stream that I put up was, what Essen game are you excited about? I think you reworded it. You said something kanina. What was the
Yeah.
question of the stream?
What game from SN 2021 do you think is essential? Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So, what do you think is like the hottest hot game that you really have to have because it's essential?
Yeah,
And you know us. We love puns. We love.
we do love
Where's
puns.
Gino? I know. Gino, are you live? Are you here?
Are
I
you
I,
live?
I know that you'll make more puns throughout the night. But yes, we're really excited to check out these games because there's a lot. If ever that we're not able to go through the games, we're gonna roll it over towards the next player pass. Yun lang
Yeah.
naman.
Let me just try to.
Yeah. While you're sharing stuff and trying the uh how to vote, random, this is not news, but if you're playing Pokemon Unite, there's a update today, and
Woo!
there's a new Halloween map, new Halloween costumes, and and there's a new Pokemon.
Is it
So
today?
wala lang. If you're playing Pokemon Unite, yeah, just today. Also, I'm really
Nice.
excited because Dune will be showing in HBO Max this Friday, October
22.
22.
22.
Yes,
Yeah.
really, really excited for it because it's Dune. I heard already many great reviews from critics.
Ah! I'm sorry.
Ah!
Inano ko lang.
Imagine mo yung giant sandworm. Roar. Amazing.
Okay, there you go. I found it.
You
Okay,
found it.
we're
You got
we're
it.
good.
You got it.
We good. Okay, okay, we're okay. Let me try.
If you're in the stream, you just say hi. Ayun, ang dami na. There's a lot of people saying hi na. First is
Yeah.
Gino saying, hey, 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 what's up, Gino? Hello. John Irvin saying, yes, Greeden is up for exchange.
Nice.
Greedent. Yes. If you
Gradient.
play Sword and Shield, Greedent is the squirrel Pokemon. And then Nathan says, hey, good evening, guys. Good evening, Nathan. Welcome to
Yeah.
the stream.
Whew.
And
Okay.
thank you
Since we
for
do
hanging out with us because we're gonna check out Essential Games. Pew 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 pew.
Nice. I like that. Okay, so you guys know how this goes. Welcome to Player Pass. This is the Player Pass board. We're gonna see if yung games that we're gonna show are gonna be put on the play, meaning you are excited for this game, or sa pass where you think it's not for you. But just remember, this is like a community opinion. It doesn't mean if it's on the pass, it's not a good game. If it's on the play, it's a great game.
Yeah,
We just wanna quantify. Huh? Does that make sense? If we think the game is for the community or not. Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, as you guys know,
Tara,
we got the
let's
list
do
from
it.
our G Live Game Night community. If you are not part of this yet, please do join us in the conversation sa mga board games, sa mga polls, and even some promos na baka lumabas very soon. It's gonna be
All.
posted here
Oh,
first. Yeah. So yeah, where is our poll? There you go. So Dwayne did post sabi niya, hello team, we will be doing another player pass. Thank you for liking Noel. Uh Wednesday SN 2021, and we do have a whole list here, but we're just gonna go dun sa top voted ones. So we're gonna go with the first one, which is Corrosion, added by Dwayne, voted by many. So here you go. We're gonna put in Corrosion right here. There you go. Corrosion looks
corrosion.
nice. I think this
Ooh,
is the one we saw in the walkthrough that had
gears.
rusty gears. Yeah, that was really cool. I'm gonna
Metal
put the
gears.
I'm gonna oh, Metal Gear. I'm gonna activate the poll every time we start talking about the game na para you guys have time.
Ah,
For
yeah,
sure you guys have
definitely.
uh information about it na. So but we'll check it out also together. Okay.
Of course, if you have opinions about the game, put it in the chat. We'll read it up so that everyone can hear
Yeah.
your
Your thoughts.
opinions.
Yeah. Sabi ni Sam, hello, welcome to the stream. And
Hello,
Luven says,
Sam.
play, autoplay. Why play,
Ah,
Luven? Before we talk about it,
autoplay.
nagplay na agad si Luven. So yes, let's check it out in BGG. It says here, corrosion. Corrosion, build temporary engines and put them into good use before your machines and gears rust out. It's very interesting. Nice. May time
It's a
aspect.
6.8. Weight
Yeah.
is 3. So
Mm-hmm.
a little bit on the heavy side.
Heavier side, yeah.
And it's 1 to 4 players. So one player you can solo it. It's 60
Yeah.
to 120 minutes. A good amount of time to play this game.
Nice.
And 12
And
up.
12 plus, yeah. This is by D Print Games and Capstone. Printed this, so nice. Quick description. In Corrosion, each of you manages a factory and deploys engineers to build up diversified scoring and production engines. In the steam-filled air, however, your biggest enemy is time, because most machines and gears rust away quickly. So you are well
Ooh.
advised to also produce chrome gears and invest in rust-proof and powerful chrome machines. On your turn, you can either play an engineer or turn the corrosion wheel off your factory. Nice. That's interesting.
Oh my god. I just
So there's a
feel
wheel.
Yeah, there's a corrosion wheel.
That's interesting.
And as an engineer
Oh
myself, this
no,
is parang war
is
flashbacks.
this
Corrosion is a
close?
very, it's a thing that we have to fight against.
Nice. There
Real
is a
life,
wheel. That's cool. Look, you also get a wrench.
there's a wheel. Tapos may wrench thing.
That's cute. Sabi ni
Tapos may
Ron played
Metal
it.
Gears. And
Corroded Gears.
in Metal Gears, it looks solid. So it's Metal Gear Solid.
Nice.
But
Sabi ni
it's
Lubin, si Kai Cruz nag-recommend kay autoplay. And Gino says, it's just corrosion taking me over, caught up in a sorrow. I can't read it. Can you sing it for us, Dwayne?
it's just corrosion's taking me over.
Ah,
Caught up in
gotcha.
sorrow.
Good job,
Yun yung Bee
Gino
Gees
with the
version.
puns.
Hindi ko
Welcome.
kaya yung Destiny's Child version.
Is that higher?
Kasalanan ni
Okay.
Beyonce.
I think there is a teaser. Niload ko na siya. So let's
Ooh.
quickly watch it. San walang ads, but yeah.
Smiling, you stand in the center of your factory and listen to the sounds of metal clattering and engines rattling. Your task is to build diversified scoring and production engines in order to outrival the other players.
Okay.
But don't
So,
take too
engine
long,
building.
because in the steam-filled air, your gears and machines rust away.
No.
Oh
So put
no.
them to clever use before they go to waste. Produce rust-proof chrome gears and use them to build powerful chrome machines. Deploy your engineers at the right moment. And think carefully when to turn the corrosion wheel. The better you manage to harmonize everything, the more points you will score with your machines and awards. Discover countless temporary and long-lasting combos to produce even more efficiently. Copy the actions of other players with your engineers of higher grades.
Ooh.
With deep and subtle player interaction and varying start conditions, Corrosion invites you to explore new strategies each time you play. Corrosion, a sublime temporary engine builder by Stefan Bauer.
Nice.
Present.
Nice. Cool. That's nice.
Cool.
Corrosion. So that's corrosion. It's called temporary. What did she say? Temporary. I forgot what she said.
Something.
Engine builder by Stefan. Temporary engine builder.
Temporary engine builder lang pala
Temporary
sinabi niya.
engine builder. Because your
'Cause
engines would rust away. So
yeah,
parang you have to balance between building your engine and making it rust proof.
nice.
And
That's
then you
pretty.
try to score as much as possible.
That's a cool idea. Yeah. But please do vote if you think it's a play or if it's a pass. Sabi ni Sam, play or pass the musical episode when Dwayne is here and magpa-practice. Let's invite someone to do a musical episode with Dwayne. Thank you, Sam, for yeah, temporary engine builder. Nice. That's pretty cool.
Interesting
Yeah.
yung yung components, like the metal gears. I'm just thinking, is it like Zolkin na yung time factor ay based sa how big the gear is? Or parang ano lang, I saw it says divided into 4, tas parang may multiplier. So baka yun yung how much your engine would corrode.
Yeah. Very interesting. It's an I guess it's a nice like a wheel, another wheel game now. But this sounds different because it's just for you. It does not affect the other players, right? So either build this engine, parang ganun lang siya, what I understand from it. You build your engine by hiring engineers, and if you're ready, like if you think it's time to make them work, that's when you spin the wheel. But yeah, looks
Pero you
interesting.
cannot wait too long because your
Yeah,
gears would corrode.
that's the twist there. But yeah, sabi ni Nathan, oh, I am down with engine building game. Steampunk Wingspan. That's
Steampunk
true.
wingspan. That's a
That's
very nice way of putting it, no?
cool. Okay, sige. So, let's corrosion is up for in the poll na let us know if it's a player pass for you. But let's check yung mga next na games. I think Bitoku. Bitoku is next. Bitoku is like one of the hottest games daw in Essen.
I
So,
heard na it's like the Arnak of this year.
mhm.
So,
And it
wow,
it
that's a big shoe to fill.
it does look like Arnak too, to be honest. Parang the feel of the game looks like Arnak. Gear span. Nice.
Gearspan. Imagine mo kung may metal birds. Metal
Nice.
birds.
Okay, I shall pause the poll there. Poll says corrosion is a play. It's the most hyped from our community, so it does make sense that it is a play. Looks interesting. Let's see. Actually, Capstone Games been has
So
been
far, juicy
having really
fruits.
good games. Yeah,
Nalaro mo na Willow Juicy
not yet,
Fruits?
not yet.
Ay, you have to. It's super fun and easy. Parang slide lang tas parang parang you get fruits.
It's one of the games that I really
You
feel
have to
I'll
play.
enjoy. So yeah, I shall play it when I can. Yeah, but next up we're gonna be checking out Bitoku, also added by Dwayne. Thank you, Dwayne, and voted by a lot of people. So I'll put the poll up. There you go, and we'll search it up in PGG Bitoku. If you guys have
Bitoku.
comments already about games that we're still checking out, let us know. Look, it's still two in the hotness. What is Iki? Iki?
Iki?
2015, but it's a hotness.
Iki.
It's in the first one, hotness now. That's so cute.
Di ba, it's kinda icky. Parang ew, icky.
Hindi mo siya.
No? Sige, back
Nice.
tayo sa Bitoku. Ang ganda ng cover ng Bitoku. I like the parang, it's like this magnificent stag creature. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, it's very prominent. So I don't know what is he doing in terms of this game. We will check it out.
There's two box art covers.
Oh, what's the other box art?
This one is the other one. Then the other one
It's
is this.
Is it the same creature?
Looks like.
Tapos parang naging dragon form siya? Deer dragon?
Why does he have hind legs here pero dito wala?
Baka elongated. Natago pa sa trees. But this is really interesting. Like, what are you about,
Yeah.
Bitoku?
Okay, sige. Let's read about it first. Bitoku becomes the next great spirit of the forest, exploring it and helping lost souls. Wow. See it.
Spirits.
Actually, it's reminding me of the stag. It's reminding of Raya, the dragon
Raya,
movie.
the Lost Airbender. Hindi, wrong. The dragon. The water
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, the water dragon. Sabi ni Gino reminds me of Forest Spirit in Princess Mononoke. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
The deer that, and I don't want to spoil it, but Princess Mononoke, it's available on Netflix. Catch it. Super gandang movie.
Oh yeah, you recently just got into
A lot
Studio
of
Ghibli, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
super fun.
Nice. Sam says
So
prefer the box
Bitoku,
art on the play or pass matrix. Yeah, I do too. I like this one better than this one. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
baka double-sided siyang box art. Anyway, Bitoku, 1 to 4 players, so soloable, 120 minutes, which is a meaty time, age 12 plus, and the weight is 3.86, so it's a little bit heavy. Like, no, not little bit heavy, very
It is
heavy.
heavy. It is heavy.
Well, if you look at the board, I can see
Yeah.
why it
Let,
is
let's check it out.
3.86.
Look at that.
Look at that. Ah, so many things
Eh,
happening.
I get the similarity niya sa Arnak just by looking at the board.
You
Uh
have cards, you have things.
Like
And
so many different spots. Most probably these spots are you can do multiple things in then. So look at that massive board.
it is massive.
Look,
Looks like a big big board, big chunky board. Does you have
actually
your own
hindi
player board?
siya yeah, hindi siya like massive, but the way the layout is like all the ang ang sikip, alam mo yan, ang sikip ng board. Tas ang
Mm-hmm.
daming places, ang daming symbols.
Looks busy. Pero let's check out what the game is about. So let me read the description. In Bitoku,
Good.
the players take on the roles of Bitoku spirits of the forest in their path towards transcendence, with the goal of elevating themselves and becoming the next great spirit of the forest. Oh, so very Princess Mononoke nga. To do
Mm,
so, they will have to help of the yokai, the kodamas, and different pilgrims that accompany them on their path. This is a hand management game, engine building game with multiple paths to victory.
nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ang daming videos online, but they're also long. I saw a quick game overview that was presented ng Essen. So we'll check that one out na lang. Uh,
So
from Game for Life BG. Let's check it out.
Dina, I'm here from Game for Life PG, and I'm with Benjamin.
Hello,
And-
nice to meet you. But it's beautiful and it's pretty unique because we are like in a fantastic universe in the Asian like kind of thing. And we are spirits of the forest that want to become the great spirit because the great spirit is going to be retired. And then we have to take some virtual points to become the next great spirit.
Hmm.
The game has a lot of mechanics inside with a lot of diversity. For example, we have a little deck building. We can buy some cards
Mm,
for our hands
deck
to
building.
improve them. Okay, those cards you put them on your personal board just to unlock the dice. And when
Wow.
the dice are unlocked, you can go to the board and do the different actions that are available. For
Okay.
example, you can go here and buy some cards. You can get on the majorities here just to take points for be the first. And you can build buildings as well. For example, I can build this one. I put my house, and everyone who comes here can do this action as well. And then I will get a benefit. So you have a
Mm,
little bit of
Lords of
things that
Waterdeep.
we've seen maybe in other games, but
can
on this
build
game they mix very well
buildings.
together. We also can rescue some spirits of the forest that are lost and take some points. Those are crystals that I can bring to my personal board and make a kind of engine building. For example, this is one of our
Oh,
resources,
engine
stone.
building.
And if I buy it, I can put it here, take a peregrine and wake him up. And then
Okay.
every turn I will take a stone. So there's a little bit of engine building here. And I can use those peregrines to do some very interesting things. There's a path over there where they start, and they can do his spiritual path, okay? And welcome by, and go to sleep, and then take the resources and the points that are there. So there's a lot of things in 4 rounds, in 1 hour and a half, 2 hours,
4 rounds.
that maybe at first sight you can see, wow, there's a lot of options, but that's a very good thing of the game because any game gonna be the same. I really love it, and I'm sure it's gonna be a blast here at Spiel.
There you go. We'll end it there. But interesting, Bitoku. Did you see the the
Which one? The
the
peregrine.
peregrine flips? He sleeps and he wakes up.
Kasi, and then we'll sleep again.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Sabini Sam, are these photos I think from yung eto kanina? Custom meeples? I don't think so. I don't think they were custom meeples yung ano, the one presented here. Because that should be part of the game, like them. Sabi ni Nathan, Bitoku looks interesting, but it might be too heavy for my kids, so I am torn between player pass. Yeah, true.
That's a valid concern.
Fair.
Again, it's up to you if you vote player pass kasi you also consider your play group or your family.
Yeah.
And It does not reflect the quality of the game. We're just
Yeah.
checking it out and putting a little bit voting so that it's fun.
70 Sam,
The
the phrase
phrase Asian
Asian
kind of thing
kind of.
slightly tempers my
I mean, to be fair, they're like on
yeah,
the other
slightly
side
tempers
of
my
yeah,
excitement.
yeah.
Yeah, but this
Gino,
is I
yeah. Gino says so many
sige.
things to think. I'll need a personal assistant to help move stuff around if I want to play this solo. That is true. Ang dami niyang
That's
moving parts.
there's a lot of things happening. There's
Yeah,
hand management, engine building. You also build buildings. You also have like a worker placement because you can put the dice in certain location.
yeah,
I mean, it's a little bit intimidating, pero I mean, I think that it would fit me in my play group.
yeah.
Pero
I mean, if
again,
it
up to you
clicks.
if you play or
Yeah,
pass.
yeah,
So okay lang naman.
yeah.
Ano
Nathan
pa
also
ba?
said, "OMG, there is engine building, worker placement, deck building. This game is so big. Okay, I am sold. Play. I will just wait a few years. Yeah, wait for your
For
kids to be
children too.
to be a little bit
Yeah.
older.
Slowly train them in the ways of the Euro game.
Nice.
May mga daily exercise, worker placement, action selection.
Ang ano ko lang with these games, personal thing ko lang with this game is I need to play it siguro mga 2 times to know where everything is. Kasi
Valid naman yun. That's valid.
hindi sa akin ano parang hindi siya intuitive kasi sobrang daming nasa board. Yeah. But feels like in 4 rounds lang daw sabi niya. So you're really gonna make an engine quick and you'll feel sa start pa
Uh,
lang na you can do combos agad, I think.
when a Euro game says it's only 4 rounds, each round is like 30
Yeah,
minutes.
that is true. Like in
That's
Terraforming Mars, we say that it's 10 years, but a year is very long. Yeah. Okay, so that's Bitoku. Let's check out the poll. Please do vote play or pass for Bitoku. Uh, then we shall see the next game. Next game is Ultri.
all three.
Ultri.
I believe this one I just wrote it, pero I know that Luvin originally placed it in the player pass poll a few
Gen
player
Con,
passes
I
back.
think.
I
Yeah,
think yung Gen Con player pass or the previous one.
yeah.
Pero now it's here and a lot of people voted it in the poll, so we're gonna check it out.
Okay, yung Bitoku itatabi muna natin. I need more people to vote a
Yeah,
little bit
maybe they're
more.
on the fence kasi medyo intimidating yung a lot of
Yeah,
things happening.
yeah. To be fair, ako din. I'm on the fence also with Bitoku. Okay, but
Pero as
we have
before we continue, yung ano rin pala, kasi Essen, if you're not familiar, Essen is the big board game convention. And usually in Essen, the games that are featured are more on the Euro games, heavy Euro games, worker
mhm,
placement, action selection. So I'm not surprised that the first three games that we're presenting are on that leaning towards the heavier side.
very heavy euros. Um, sige.
Old tray.
Yeah. Sige, we'll check out all three before we end this poll. Okay, sige. There you go. More people voted. Okay. Sige, for Bitoku, it's a play. So we'll put it here also on the side. And then we're gonna check out all three. Let me just make the poll. All three.
Old tree. Old tray.
All three.
Old
Pass.
tray kasi may ano eh, may accent. So,
Oh, all try.
old tray.
Oops.
Actually, I'm interested. What is an old tray? Is?
Wait lang.
I don't know.
Pass. There you go. All three, where are you? Okay, put the poll up. There you go. All three, we're gonna check it out. First in Board Game Geek, it says here there's no description, but I remember this is the game. Now, when we watched the walkthrough, I was like, the colors are so nice. Ang ganda nung green. I think that's what I said. The green of
Mm.
the that they chose is super nice. Yan.
Yeah, so it's 2 to 4 players. Unfortunately, not soloable. 60 to 120 minutes, age 8 plus. So it could be for younger people, and the weight is 2.67. So a little bit on the lighter side now. Uh, Checking the cover, I since walang description, I can see a knight. So maybe it's a medieval fantasy game.
Yeah. I'm looking for a video. Okay,
Sige
so
lang.
this is by Anton Bauza, which is
Uy,
what was his last game?
Anton
Last
Bauza.
good game.
I don't know what is his last game, pero Anton Bauza is of uh the Seven Wonders, the
Yeah. So,
Takenoko, the Hanabi.
yeah. Yeah. So this one looks like it could be of that genre. Sabi niya, did you read about this already? Sorry.
I'll read it for you while you search
Okay.
for a video. In Ultra, players represent knights in a fallen kingdom who are still doing what they can to protect the people and the land they sworn allegiance to. The game will include a number of scenarios linked by theme, but they're playable independently and don't form an overarching campaign. Ultra is based on the French role-playing game Ultra by John Grumpf, pero may umlaut yung
Grumpf.
U eh.
Grumpf with
Grumpf?
smiley face. Dapat when you
Grumpf?
say it, you smile. Grumpf.
Grumpf!
There you go. That's what it means when it's when it's like that. Yeah. This one, when I checked it out talaga nung walkthrough, it looks so nice. The art is so beautiful. I like it.
So, it says here you can play different scenarios linked by a theme, but they don't form an overarching campaign. Oh, multiple scenarios? I'm intrigued.
Maybe different sets of characters per scenario. Parang ganun siya. I
Is
don't
it
know,
com-
but
is it
we'll check it out.
competitive or co-op? It's a cooperative
It's a
game.
cooperative game, yeah. It could be a cooperative game. I think if that's what I understand. We shall see this quick um trailer. All three trailer episode 1. This is by Studio H, which is the one who made it also. A Pretty Large Chicken. So I don't know. I haven't watched this yet. Let's see. Hopefully this will make sense.
Follow me, Rangers!
We're right on its tracks. Ultra! Ultra!
Ultra!
This wretched chicken can't be far.
Every night, stealing supplies from these poor villagers. We will hunt it down. It should be right there.
Oh.
Ang cute ng stop motion animation.
What was that?
Stand still.
Did the villagers say anything about the size of the chicken?
Is it a dragon? It's a dragon.
Rangers, be true to your oath. Forward!
Ultra!
Fall back! Ultra!
Okay.
Can you say something about the game?
Ultra! Ultra!
Please.
We didn't get anything. But they're fighting a dragon.
Okay, that's what they showed us. Let me try. Let's just get one from. Sige, brief description na lang. Just so we can kind of get something. No? But here, of course, there's an ad. Hold up. The YouTube is not agreeing with me today. No ads,
Gino
please.
said, haha, ang cute. Like a low budget kids video project.
Eh,
Yes. Ultra!
Ultra.
Ultra!
Okay, here you go. Hopefully, kahit yung quick overview lang nito.
Yung main
From brigands
mechanic.
and monsters, raise your weapons high as you shout your rallying cry. Ultra!
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 Okay, Tantrum House and the long intro.
Thank you for joining us today at Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Melissa Delp.
And I'm Kevin Delp. Ultra is a cooperative scenario-based game for 2 to 4 players. It takes about 1 to 2 hours to play.
It's designed by Antoine Bauza and based on a French role-playing game with the same name by John Grump.
It's published by Studio H, and they provided us with this review copy. The game comes with a main game board, player
Yes.
boards and figures.
See, the
several
colors are
decks
so
of
nice.
cards,
Ang
with
ganda ng
resource
art.
tokens and dice. The box insert has several compartments to store the components. I really like how that looks and works.
Ooh.
I think other
Ooh,
companies will
like
do
a
the same in the
chest.
future.
In the game, you take on the role of rangers who are protecting the inhabitants of the land and trying to rebuild their fortress. Your specific objective for each game is determined by the scenario you're playing and will be revealed as the game goes on.
You'll take turns playing until you complete the last chapter of the Chronicle or immediately lose by dropping to 0 on the Prestige or Defense track.
Ooh, no. Your turn has 2 phases, determining the adversity and then performing 2 actions. Rolling the adversity die shows how far you move the adversity marker, 1 step, 2 steps, or no steps. Most of the spaces on the adversity track bring out bad things, like incidents, problems, and events.
When you reach the Chronicle space, you flip over the next Chronicle card, like turning the page of a book.
Ay, come on,
Sometimes
LCG.
the page will just have story elements, other times there will be events or even challenges for you to complete.
After you resolve whatever effects there were from the adversity phase, you can then take 2 different actions. Often you'll be trying to deal with the bad things that are happening. If I want to deal with this problem, I first have to take an action to move there, and then I roll profession dice to try to get
okay.
successes. I can roll 3 dice because there are 2 of that symbol in the fortress, and it also happens to match my character's profession.
If there's no problems in a region, you can ask the community for aid to gain the resource or effect shown.
If you're in the fortress and
Okay.
have enough resources, you can build a building.
Okay, I'm
Most
gonna
have-
pause it there. I think we kind of got the ano of it.
The gist.
I know why it's Anton Bauza.
It
It's
feels like ghost
it's ghost
stories.
stories. It is, but with
True.
with a story with like John, what his name, John Grump
John Grump.
story. Interesting. I mean, they just released Last Bastion. I guess someone suggested to make it like have a nice story or scenario based. So makes sense. Nice. That's pretty cool. Ultra.
Ultra.
Okay, I need more people to vote for Ultra if it's a play or a pass. Thank you for that vote. But yeah, pretty nice. Actually, I like the art. I haven't played Ghost Stories in a while. I haven't tried Last Bastion. This
Last
might
Passion is very like ghost stories.
yeah. So this might be my venture into the Ghost Story system again. Etong Ultra. You have to say it twice.
Ultra.
Yeah. Okay. It's a split. More people vote. Ultra, please. More people vote.
Ultra.
Okay. But before we let's check the next game. Azul Queen's Garden. I'm not sure if we checked this out for Gen Con. Did we?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We
Okay.
passed. We talked about it in passing, but we never really did it in a player pass.
Okay. Ultra then.
Ultra.
Azul
Wala na
Queen's
na. Ano yung, what do you call that? Not LSS, pero parang it's like a fun catchphrase na, no?
OSS.
Ultra.
Ultra. Yeah, here you go. Azul Queen's Garden. Create the perfect garden patterns for Queen Maria of Aragon. Joke lang. Aragon. Ginawang ano.
Azul,
Lord of
Lord
the
of the
Rings.
Rings.
Yeah, so 2 to 4 players, 45 to 60. Similar to like Azul games, no. Weight is 3. This is heavier than all the other three.
All tray. It's heavier than all tray. 2 point something lang yung all tray.
That is true, and it's heavier than all three Azul games.
Oh,
All three.
bakit kaya?
Yeah, it's interesting. Uh, yeah, I know we've seen this already, a bunch, but still the same Azul drafting mechanism, um, but different placement mechanics from what I know. Yeah. I shall look for a video quickly.
Yeah, while you're searching for a video, let me read the description. Welcome back to the Palace of Sintra. King Manuel I has commissioned the best garden designers of Portugal to construct the most extraordinary garden for his wife, Queen Maria of Aragon. In Azul, Queen's Garden, players are tasked in arranging a magnificent garden for the king's lovely wife by arranging beautiful plants, trees, and ornamental features. Using an innovative drafting mechanism, the signature of Azul series, players must carefully select colorful tiles to decorate their garden. Only the most incredible garden designers will flourish and win the Queen's blessing.
Nice. Not a
Not
lot
to
of
be
people
confused by
put out video for Queen's Garden. That's
True.
interesting. Yeah,
So,
I guess because you kind of know what it is already.
mhm.
But
Pero
yeah.
what I saw is you draft the tiles. You also get the hexagon where you place it on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. But we can check out a Man versus Meeple quick first thoughts review. Para we have an idea of what it is naman. But mabilis na lang.
Old normal?
Thank you. The generics pharmacy. And Kuya. What is his name? Jericho. Okay.
Nadja-judge namin ever so slightly yung mga ads mo. Parang, bakit kaya ito yung ads ni Willow?
Okay. There you go.
Welcome back to the table. Today we have one of the biggest surprises for me anyway at Gen
Ang ganda ng
Con.
shirt ni Kuya.
We thought we'd known all the
Pandemic.
games that would be there,
That's
really,
true.
but we didn't know that the next Azul was going to be there.
Which is very exciting.
It is crazy exciting. I was a fan of the original Azul, not as much of a fan of the later ones. Sintra, not so much. I like Summer Pavilion though quite
Summer
a bit.
Pavilion was my favorite.
Yeah.
So of the three, that's the
Same.
one I like the most. Although Azul, the original, is the one that I actually own. So
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, I'm gonna fast forward a
I
bit.
still feel like when I played it, I thought this is Azul still for me. This is still reminiscent of Azul. And I think that the things that were reminiscent for me were the way you were drafting and placing tiles, just like you would in any Azul game,
Yeah.
right? You're always drafting and then you're placing things. This does play with it a lot. There's a lot of new things going on. It is very different than the others. I would probably put like the first three in their own category and this in like a second trilogy kind of thing. Not that they have anything else coming out.
Second trilogy.
And we're not going to get, so this is our first impressions. We had a chance to play this at the show a little bit. And then we just played a 3-player game just now. So this is going to be our first impressions on this. We're not experts at the game, although I will tell you, Emily might be because she schooled all of us. This is her. We kind of, the tiles stacked on the bottom are the garden extensions. Those are going to be things that you place on your boards as well as the tiles that you're collecting out of the bag.
Garden extension.
So you on your turn, though, when it comes around to you, if this is the sort of beginning of a round, you're going to take some of those tiles off of that garden extension stack. Depending on player count, there's going to be a different number of garden extensions, and that's going to basically dictate the round. But the round is actually going to keep going and going until every player passes, because on your turn, you're not just drafting, but you're also placing some of that stuff. You're also spending tiles and both types of tiles as money effectively to get those tiles out on your board. But when you take tiles off of here, you can take it in one of a couple different ways. You can take all of one color or all of one symbol. So for example, this right here.
Interesting.
Oh,
Or I
all
can
of
take
one color, all of
the only
one
thing you
symbol.
can't do is take two of the exact same tile. So if there happen to be two blue flowers, you can't
You
take
can't.
both of those. So there are some restrictions on what you can take.
Nice.
But here's what's interesting. Let's say I take those two blue tiles. I'm going to place them over here in this sort of holding ground. Now, if you've ever played something like Castles of Burgundy, this game plays nothing like it, except this holding ground reminded me of it a little bit.
This
because
plays nothing like it.
you take and you can't just keep taking. You have to place at a certain point because you might run out.
Okay.
We
Sige.
will. We will run out of space.
Absolutely. Once you take those tiles, this top extension is going to come off the stack, and the next player's turn is going to get 4 more tiles on that next garden extension. So what this kind of introduces is this continual reveal. This game feels, I think that's one of the things I feel is that throughout the play, there is more of a reveal and more of an excitement with what's going to happen next.
Well, and also, so now that you have 2 reveals, this isn't just, okay, do I want to take the 2 purples now? This is, now if I take birds, there's that bird or this bird. There are 2 yellows as well that I could take.
All of them.
So, and basically, as you keep taking things from them, they're going to keep revealing 4 more come on top, and soon you have like a whole bunch of different extensions that have tiles on them. So there's a lot of different ways you can take it, and then once you've taken everything off of a tile,
get ready for this.
There's still more. Then this flips, and then the garden extension itself has a kind of tile built into it. So to take that, you would take it like you're taking any other tile. So now if I'm taking I have to also take the full garden extension.
Cool.
And there's spots for that on my board as well. So it's a whole new element. It's cool because you're taking not just the tiles, but also the garden extensions. It's this reveal after then final reveal, and it just feels like a lot.
Reveal yourself.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna stop it there because it's basically Azul, but yun yung parang different part niya kasi. And most probably there's like a scoring thing that's different also, but you guys can check that out. So we can check more games. But I think the poll is up.
The poll for Azul?
Yep.
What happened to all 3?
Okay, before I was gonna say all 3 is in the middle.
Really?
It was a
Super
tie.
middle?
It was a tie. And matagal siya nasa tie. So let's just go to Queen's Garden na.
Sige.
Okay.
Pero I get why they parang the first 3 Azul is one trilogy, and this could be a start of another trilogy kasi it's different na.
It's different.
You reveal tile after tile.
Yeah. It's different in a way that the longer the tile is there, the bigger chance that you're gonna get a bigger pull. So kunyari ayaw nyo yung purples dun sa unang lumabas, someone got the yellows from it, nag-reveal na naman, still no purples, tas nag-reveal na naman. If it's really gonna grow. Eventually you're gonna have a lot of yung madaming ganun, no? But interesting then is the holding area kasi even if you do get a lot of that certain tile,
you have to spend them.
Yeah, not everything you can put, which is nice. And yung I didn't get at first kung ano yung the garden tiles mismo.
The garden extension, yes.
Yeah, but I thought it was just pag ikaw yung nag-ubos nung tile nung tiles na nandun, you can get it. But
no, it just becomes available for someone else to get.
To get by
the next
pairing
player.
Pairing it with that color or that symbol din, no. So minsan I'm sure in this game parang when the tiles are revealed, you're gonna take turns. It's either you're really lucky na lumabas yung color that you really wanted, or you're gonna take a turn just to get a garden tile and not any of the tiles that are gonna help you talaga. But yeah, cool. Sabi ni Mark Ellis, mind blown move. whole new element nga. Yeah. I agree. I think this could be like Azul season 2. Parang ganun. They could have named it a different thing, but yeah. Verdi. They should have called it Verdi. Clint says di ko gets yung sa Azul.
Which one?
Which
The
part? Wait.
flipping of
Yeah.
tile? The flipping of the
Or the
garden
getting of
extension?
tiles. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Anyway. Pero it's up.
People. Yeah, it's up,
You can
and
now
people
vote.
did vote. Yeah. So we're gonna check yun next. After that, it's Wonder Book. Wonder Book, I think. ah, Ako nagsabi na gusto ko to. Wonder Book really looks cool. Wonder Book. This is like Super Book, but what's it show? Wonder Bus.
Superbook.
Super Book. I don't know. Ito yung mga games na siguro if I was in a con, ito yung unang-una na makikita ko. That's my
Well, table presence. So
table
I
presence.
get
So
it.
nice. Sabi ni Mark Ellis, it is groundbreaking. Who knew there is another dimension to the game? Imagine an expansion to the first ones. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you just build upon the core mechanic and make it like a different take, a fresh take.
Azul vote a play. Nice.
Ah,
And gonna put here Wonder Book play or pass. There. I'm gonna put up the poll so we can check it out na. Poll up Wonder Book. Wonder Book. Wonder Book.
wonderful.
It needs a space. There you go. Okay, I'll look for a video.
Wonderbook. Meron rin siyang giant all tray.
I'll try. Okay. It says here, brave heroes enter the Wonder Book to fight evil in a 3D pop-up scenario. 1 to 4 players, best with 3. Most probably best with your kids, but not necessarily. 60
Not
to 90.
necessarily.
10 up, I think, kasi may reading, and then 2.5 out of 5. It's not that, not that light. It's not light at all. Usually, mga ganito is like 2.1, 2.2, ganyan. So this one's 2.5, a bit on the heavier side. But the reason why this is so eye-catching is because of that tree. That all
It
tree.
is. The pop-up tree.
Oh, that. So nice. At the pop-up everything. Tapos, it seems like there are cards or sections also of the map that you open that turns into different
More
things.
areas, no?
More areas.
Is that a dragon?
The enemies mismo. Look at that. Like here, there's a dragon down there. Super interesting. Quickly lang, let's read a bit. See, cooperative game. Split into 6 consecutive chapters, scenarios. Each chapter you explore a new part of the interactive 3D pop-up book, and it reveals more to the world in the adventure. Basic mechanisms are easy to grasp, but the game keeps changing as each scenario offers different things to do. You will find yourself exploring, fighting bosses, solving riddles, playing little mini games, looking for clues. Anything is possible during the story. That's so cool. Yan. Mini trailer. Stop. Don't have a cat. Here. Official trailer for Wonder Book. What?
Oh.
What? didn't explain anything. But nice. I will look for another one.
Ooh.
But that was Wonder Book. Yeah. Yeah, I think they can't explain much.
Yeah,
Kasi,
maybe it's a little bit straightforward naman. It
yeah.
says in the description, starting with the first card of the chapter deck. So the stories are in a deck. The story unfolds until you reach a goal card. This card shows a goal that must be achieved to proceed and explain how the players and enemies take turns enemies' turns take place. Each hero can perform three actions per turn, including moving and fighting, using their individual skills, collecting sparks of magic used to perform special actions, and interacting with cards and pop-ups like yung Tang and yung Dragon. Once all heroes have taken their turn, a worm card determines how the enemies will respond by moving, attacking, spawning, or doing something unexpected.
Why?
Yeah, parang fairly straightforward naman. Parang
It
everything
is.
that you can do is in the card. Tapos you just have to achieve a goal uh, uh, as a group.
Yeah, I think the main mechanics also are gonna be, usually in story games like this, they're gonna be trickled down to you every chapter. That's
Yeah.
just the basics at the first, and then lumalaki habang naglalaro. Yeah. So yeah, that's Wonderbook. Please do vote in Facebook if it's a play or a pass for you, so we could see. But yeah, sabi ni Gino, does Wonderbook have a PNP version? Haha, effort. Very efforted kung PNP.
Pop-up PNP.
Imagine, mag-PNP ka ng pop-up book.
I
Glue
mean, that
here.
would be
That's so hard.
crazy.
Tart says, hi all. I hope you guys have seen Hexarchia. Hexarchia.
What's
Yeah, we're
that?
checking out the poll from G Live Game Night community. If you do have games that you think should be here, please do put it here, and then people will vote. We'll see it, and then we'll put it in a play or pass where we check and let people know if it's a play or pass. But yawn.
Ay, well,
Uh,
Hexarchia?
Hexarchia.
It's not in BGG.
Not yet in BGG. Is that the Kickstarter? Maybe let us know. From the poll, our next one is Cordoba. I think this one is the Dwayne looking game. Yeah.
Grabe yung Duane looking game. It could be a Sam looking game or a Leuven looking game.
No, when we went through the walkthrough.
Ah,
Yeah, it is.
fine.
That says it's a video game. We'll check it
It's a
out.
video game. It's the first
Nice.
war and strategy NFT video game powered by Unreal Engine.
Yeah. Oh.
Unfortunately, we're gonna limit ourselves to board games
It's
because
similar to Dreadball. Nice. Cool.
that would be a whole another show.
Okay. So we are looking at Cordoba. Cordoba.
Pero NFT based
Cordoba.
video game.
That's nice. Axie. Yeah, Wonderbook. Hintayin natin yung poll. Interesting poll. I'm gonna check the poll out. People are putting Wonderbook in pass.
Sige, while waiting for people to vote, what do we have in store for our audience this Friday?
Oh, this Friday, if you guys enjoy watching people learn new things, young, we're gonna have a G Live Paint Night featuring your wonderful hosts, Duane and Willow, painting
Yes.
miniatures with the help of our friends from Arcos. Si Terry and her husband is going to be there, and also our resident painter, uh, Carl will be there, teaching us how to paint. And then they're going to show us also some of the Arcos items, that the paint stripper that they said is good for newbies, because even if you make mistakes, you can redo them without destroying the miniatures, which I feel
It's basically
confident
an
in trying.
eraser.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Uh, and also it's gonna be cool because we're gonna be painting our miniatures for a future game. Yan. So let's be excited for that. Okay. Sabi ni Kendrick, wow, grabing complexity ng Cordoba. I haven't seen the complexity rating in Facebook tuloy, in BGG yet. But let me put Wonder Book here kasi people say it's a pass for them. Uh, and I shall create a poll for Cordoba, play or pass. Okay. Cordoba. Activate. Okay. We shall check Cordoba. Cordoba. Okay.
Cordoba.
Oh, okay. I know why you say it. It's gonna go to Florida.
I see it.
It's so interesting. Look, Cordoba 27 AC, an action building game. That's all
It's
it
one to
says.
four players, so you can solo it. 90 to 180 minutes. Wow, this is a chunky boy, and
Yep.
age 14 and up. So
Have
wow,
you played
and
this, Ken? Ay, sorry. Good. Weight is 3.9.
yeah.
That's so heavy. That
And the
is heavy.
description is long. It's like a whole scrollable page.
I'm looking for a video for this.
Sige, while you're looking, let me read through this essay. The year is 45 BC. Julius Caesar brings all the leaders of the provinces of Hispania Ulterior together for a meeting in Corduba, where he thanks them for the support received during the recent civil war. The fight between Caesar and Pompey had ended with a clear victor, but not all Roman citizens were completely behind Caesar. 1 year later, the cruel governor and Caesar's right-hand man is nearly assassinated as he makes his way to the basilica. Oh my god, this is long. Skip, 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 skip.
This is
Let's
long.
see. The game is played over 3 eras. So, see, just 3 eras, each one representing a decade.
Just 3 years. So 10 turns. A decade, 10 years. And then a year is like 10 turns. Like, ganun nila inaano yan eh. But, yeah.
Did you find what? Did you
Nope.
find
I did find a French one. But,
a French?
yep.
Oh, no. Je ne comprends pas.
Sugar Wom Pum Pum. I think this
Je
is one of
parle
the
un peu de
games
français.
that that they release in Essen. Na dun muna sa Essen for a while. Then it's gonna take a year for like the other markets to take notice of it. And then play Cordoba 27 AC. Do you guys have any like what is this called? Videos? Have you seen any videos? Let's check it out.
Of
Let's look at the
Cordoba.
board. Let's just describe the board. It doesn't look, to be honest, it doesn't look that heavy.
Okay, well, when we were checking this out last Monday, I saw that there's like you build a city and there are tiles. So parang
Yeah.
you fit the tiles like Tetris or like My City, the legacy game.
Mm-hmm.
In the description, it says here players use actions to produce resources, construct buildings and monuments, train legions, and tend to the religious needs of the people. To do this, players will have access to a certain number of specialists and workers that will increase the city's as the city's population rises. It is important to note that Cordoba is not a tile laying game, but rather one of building actions that include familiar worker placement and resource management
Mm.
mechanics. So it is not a tile laying game.
It's not. It's just a part of the game.
Yeah, you just lay the tile, but it is an effect of a worker placement
parang parang basically you put Lords of Waterdeep as a round in this game. Kaya siya 4.9 ganun.
Actions
Nice.
available at the beginning of the game are scarce and mostly limited to harvesting basic resources in order to construct buildings and train troops. However, as players construct new buildings, the amount of actions available increases. So you build more buildings so that you have more available actions.
Mm-hmm.
Players will certainly appreciate the sheer number of possible strategies and combinations that arise during the course of the game. Yun. Sheer number of possible strategies.
Yeah. It's a big game. It's a big game.
It's a big boy.
It's a big boy. No
I
good
mean, again,
video.
in
So
Essen, yeah, in
yeah.
Essen we see these kinds of games. And let's read through the comments of the people. Baka
Okay. First
na-feel
one,
natin.
Clint says, ganda ng quality ng Arcus paints na panalunan ko sa giveaway. Congratulations, Clint.
Hey,
Again, we're gonna
congratulations.
feature it on Friday. Leuven says, my kind of complexity, gulo-gulo ang buhay. Yeah.
Totoo.
And then Clint says, ito yung mga type na game na malas ka kapag ikaw tagaturo ng game sa group mo. That is true.
Yeah. This one is like it's
a big boy.
It's a challenge. I feel it's like a challenge to teach. Pero in most games naman, once you get the hang of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
na parang, ito lang siya. Ito yung mga steps that you
You
have to
just
follow.
need willing participants.
Plus, we learn some techniques from the professor, Martin Morelos.
Yeah.
We can parang macro to micro, and then we can split the game kung if it looks a little bit daunting.
Yeah. This is the game. This is one of the games that you should play and teach at the same time. That's all I can say. Yeah. Kendrick says, I haven't, parang wouldn't attempt.
Really, Kenrick?
Patingin ng picture, and then sabi ni Mark Ellis, that looks complicated. It does. I mean, if you just look at the central board, it's not. It doesn't look. I think I would say na
Diba?
mas
Mukha siyang
overwhelming.
Chinatown.
Yeah, mas overwhelming pa yung Bitoku.
Bitoku.
Yeah. But then I'm guessing like all of these are like different markets, different actions that can influence the middle of the board.
Tapos yung
Like
different colored buildings maybe have different effects, like maybe a building specific for research, or a building specific for training your soldiers, or a building specific for getting more, like a granary, like increasing your harvest.
Yeah.
Probably.
But yeah, people are voting, and sabi rin ni Clint, yung video sa YouTube 1-hour tutorial lang siya on how to play. Yeah. That's what I saw also. And sabi ni Luvin, normal lang yan.
Normal lang yan.
Yeah, that's Euro. But yeah, so we can move on. We'll just put this in pass for now. To be honest, maybe in like 2 years, this is gonna be like the next big game. Maybe.
Pero yeah, again, we're checking out kasi games from Essen, and what I've seen is a lot of the games that is released or featured or showcased in Essen really lean towards the heavier side.
Yeah.
Again, we're just doing play or pass so that we can check out the games, but it doesn't really say that the game is bad or good or tells about the quality of the game. It just says na ganun talaga. That's the game, and there are conditions that you might want to vote play or pass.
Okay. We have one added by Kai Cruz. Thank you for
Hey,
adding
Kai.
it. Voted by a couple of people. Fractal. We're gonna check out Fractal. Let me just get.
I haven't heard of this one. So
Mark
this is
Ellis is here and he voted for it. So let's check it out.
fairly new.
Fractal as in 2010 Fractal?
Is it?
No, it's not.
Or Fractal Beyond the Void?
Beyond the Void, most probably.
Kasi 2022.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. I don't know why I clicked the other one. Hold up.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it. It's not letting me get the box cover. Give me the box cover. This looks nice. Art is nice. Okay. This is Fractal. Oh, Beyond the Void.
Nah, yeah. Oh, I get
Very,
it. I get
very
it.
nice looking, looking game. Sabi ni Mark voted for it because it reminds me of geometry patterns. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's check it out. Fractal
I
Beyond the
mean,
Void.
fractals.
Changing state 4x game with unique asymmetric factions and an intense combat system. 1 to 4 players, 60 to
Okay.
180 minutes, 13 plus, and its weight is 3.5 out of 5.
Wow.
Heavy, yeah.
Let's break it down. 4x game. So it's like similar to like a Twilight Imperium or like a scythe asymmetric fractions. So different factions have different skills and intense
Mhm.
combat systems. That is really interesting. How intense is it?
Let's quickly read a little bit from here. Redefining the 4X genre with an
Oh,
expansive and dynamic strategy game in an ever-changing story-driven legacy setting. Hmm.
legacy. Nag-perk up ako.
Fractal is a living, breathing world with a story-driven legacy campaign, The Aftermath. As you play, you'll discover a deep and rich lore spanning millennia and featuring cosmic gods, fallen empires, and warring civilizations. Nice. So it's a 4X legacy game. That's what I'm getting from it.
Mhm.
Uh, Kickstarter. Here you go.
Oh, it's a Kickstarter.
Since
This is the one, right? Okay, yeah. Baka ibang mapakita natin. Okay, let's watch this.
eons have passed since the final days of the Federation, greatest empire to ever rule the galaxy. After millennia of struggle on their dying worlds, reborn species are ready to conquer the stars again. You choose the Delpharar, guardians
Oh,
of ages.
seven.
Armed with the unique abilities and masteries of your faction, you decide the type of ruler you want to be to reclaim your legacy. First, you explore the galaxy in search of new sectors. You build your first ship and send your navy to find habitable worlds. But the void is filled with dangers and opportunities, creating a shifting, unique, and treacherous universe. Soon you settle your first planet, finally
Expand.
expanding the reach of your civilization. You must choose wisely, as each new colony will contribute to build a distinct engine for your empire.
Yeah.
Bolstered by your first foray into the universe, you send more fleets to colonize new worlds, increasing your military and productive capabilities. Exploiting their resources is crucial, and a powerful economy improves your actions and options each turn. Beware, though, for you are not alone. Friends and foes alike are waiting among the stars. Without warning, the Barocas send their swarms against your fleets and colonies.
No!
Fight,
Never
fight,
expecting
fight.
Using your strategic brilliance, you outsmart their ferocious leader in a battle of bluff, deduction, and deception, countering every one of their moves with your mastery, tactics, and technology.
This battle
You win
system
the
feels
battle
like
and
Blood
gain your first
Rage.
medal.
Also Kemet.
But this is only the beginning.
Also,
To
Kemet.
reach your objectives, you'll have to use every resource, asset, secret, knowledge, and power at your disposal, and ascend as ruler of the cosmos. How you succeed and fail will shape the fate not only of your faction, but of the entire universe. The aftermath of your actions will be felt throughout eternity, your ultimate legacy.
Ooh.
The
Bo-
journey starts
What?
here. The
That
void
looks nice.
awaits.
Nice.
Wait,
I
coming to Kickstarter. It's on
It's
Kickstarter.
on Kickstarter. Nice.
I- It's giving me Twilight Imperium but Legacy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The combat
Tapos
system looks nice.
the combat system looks quick.
Yeah.
Kasi you just count the forces and then you add like cards tapos their effects. Very Blood Rage nga.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Oh,
Interesting.
pero yeah, this is interesting.
I want to look at the
What are you looking at?
Kickstarter. Let's check out the Kickstarter.
The Kickstarter page.
May mouse. Nawawala yung mouse ko. Hello. Mouse. There's my mouse. Okay, here. Quickly look. Mark said didn't know it was a combat game, and then Ron says reminiscent of TI4. Yeah.
Yeah. Kasi hexagons, tas 4x, tas with combat. Tapos you also have like you choices in your own board where you can develop your faction. Tas it depends on what you're trying to develop. Tas you get more like specific developments.
Here. So we'll show a couple of things na they want to feature. 2 to 4 players, 25 to 35 per player. The core is a refined, compact, and intense 4X, in which 2 to 4 players fight for control of the galaxy. The asymmetry of the factions, randomness of the board layout and events, and modularity of the objectives ensure a highly replayable, constantly renewed experience. So I think there's a core game which is basically just a 4X game, and then you can buy something to make it a legacy game. Somewhere similar to like Scythe, Rise of Fenris. Because I'm looking at this. Where's the packages? Here. So core plus campaign, and then just the core experience.
My
So
core experience.
yeah. Quickly lang, Empire board and faction board looks nice. Tech boards.
Yeah,
Just
you have a tech tree that you
yeah.
can
Tactics and mastery. This is I think for your combat.
your combat plus your
Initiative.
ships.
Nice. I like the looks of the ships, to be honest. I like the art style also. Actions and mysteries. This one's probably one of the coolest part of it. My unique effects. Powerful and unique effects, but also acting as a time limit. Since each player can only trigger 2 cards per cycle. Nice. Secrets of the Cosmos. Sectors and vents, basically your board, which is, they said,
Yeah, when you flip it, something might happen. Might be a
yeah.
good thing, might be a bad thing.
Objectives and scoring makes sense for 4X. Yeah, that's it. Nice. We're gonna do one more after this. Please do vote in the poll if Fractal Beyond the Void is a play or a pass for you. But the next game we're gonna check out is etong Messina 1347. Yeah, nice. Thank you. Who added this, Dwayne? Thank you,
It's
Dwayne.
me. But
Yeah.
actually, the one that recommended that to me was Hans, Chief
Yes.
Meeple.
Yeah. Let's check it out. Messina.
Messina. Usina?
This was hot then in it was in the hotness of BGG. That's why I remember the title.
Ooh.
So this is gonna be our last one. Yeah.
Kapag hindi ka naglinis, Messina.
Messina. Okay. Fractal Beyond the Void says play. Let's put it on play.
Ooh, interesting.
By a hair. And we shall put in Messina. Okay. Messina 1347. Messina 13.
So a while ago we had Cordoba with a year. Tas Messina also with a year.
Nice. Create the poll. Okay. Can you quickly read it? Let me just make a poll.
Yeah, Messina 1347. It's 1 to 4 players, so you can play it solo. 45 to 120 minutes. Not that long. 12 plus for the age recommendation, and the weight is
Wow.
3.56. So a little, oh, it's weighty. It's also a. I'm not surprised if this is like a heavy Euro game because I mean that's how it goes. Let me read the description. Messina 1347 takes place during the introduction of ooh the plague epidemic, aka the Black Death, and spreading of its infection through town. During
Sorry.
this time period, merchant ships delivering luxury goods to Europe brought to these countries an unprecedented epidemic, and one of the first affected cities was Messina, Italy. That is actually true. Because
Yeah.
I know that the plague, the Black Death, they came from the rats that were on the ships.
Mhm.
In the game, the players take the role of important Messina families who are leaving town and moving to the countryside out of fear of being infected by the plague.
Okay.
While doing this, they're focusing on saving other inhabitants and helping to fight the plague infection in town.
Nice.
They must also endeavor to prosper in their countryside residence where they are temporarily accommodating rescued residents. They're all waiting there for the epidemic to subside. Then they return to Messina to take over and dominate particular districts in town. Too real, ah.
Okay.
Very.
Very, very real. Ngayon ko lang na-notice that there are rats here.
There are
I didn't
rats.
I didn't get it at the start.
I thought
Uh,
this would be like a straight up Euro na parang you develop the town, but
yeah.
wow, this is
Apparently it's not
in
intense.
pandemic
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Walang solo video, but we'll quickly get yung description from Tantrum House.
So check it out at Essen's Spiel.
All right, my next one is from Delicious Games.
Ooh, delicious.
This is
Delicious
Messina
games.
1347. Now, this is
Oh, may
a company
skull.
that Vladimir Suchet has sort of founded, and he's a designer in the game.
I really enjoy a lot of games that he's designed. Underwater Cities,
Praga. Woo!
Pulsar 2849. Yeah.
I will
Ooh.
say, out of all those, this one sounds like a little bit more like I know, like the historical. I mean, Praga is definitely historical, but this one's 1347. This is something that's definitely talking about like the Black Death during that time, and people are trying to escape the city, but also trying to help at the same time. So there's some worker placement going on. It says it is for 1 to 4 players. Takes about 45 to 2 hours to play. So that's probably player count. But yeah, you are one of the Messina families, and I think you have to make some interesting and tough choices throughout the game, whether you're going to be helping the people that are dying or trying to like escape. So
interesting. Yeah, definitely would like to try that one out because basically all of Vladimir Suchet's games have been a hit for me.
Yeah.
I think that's all they said. Let's just look at the board. And wala masyadong I think the only
let's
gameplay
figure it out.
was Rados and medyo mahaba. But yeah.
So that's the main board, I presume. So
Mhm.
merong fire, may shield, tas merong Bible.
Mhm.
When you move, you get something probably when you reach. The
Yeah.
box is amazing. The box is cool.
Ito yung parang na-interest ako. Like, what is this? What does this do?
Probably this is the city of Messina,
Mhm.
and you're building it, trying to save
Mhm.
people. At the same time, trying to maintain a semblance of like, kasi you need resources to
For yourself, yeah.
live out in the countryside.
Yeah. Wow. Actually, heavy nga yung ano nila. Oh, what
Oh,
are
does you have
these?
your own player board? But my circle.
Yeah, that looks nice. That looks interesting. Ah,
You figured out?
Yeah, may zoomed in version ba nito? This is the one. Look, it's the three symbols, the three tracks.
Ooh.
The faith, the
Shield
kingdom, and the other one, and work.
and fire.
So it's like a tech tree, moving tech tree probably, or that's where your people or your family. That could be your family. I don't know. Or you hire hire people in faith, hire people in work, and in yeah. But yun yung tatlo. I guess the higher you are here in like the main board, the better stuff you can do on your tech tree. Yeah, that's all we can figure out for now. But please do vote if you think Messina 1347 is for you or if it's not for you. Yeah, I think that's gonna be our list for now. Most of these games, since it's I mean I expected it naman. Essen, heavier games. We went
Indeed.
to the 3 pluses and yung mga longer games, and also um we wanted to kind of show kasi at least feature some of like the main mechanics of that certain game. Kahit heavy siya, at least you get a feel for it. Yeah, kaya medyo mas onti lang yung na-take natin yan. But interesting list. Really, really interesting list. Yawn.
And we can continue discussing about the games on the
Oh, yeah.
list in the poll. Just comment below what you think about the games on the list. You can also post there if it's Kickstarter, the Kickstarter page, or any video, so that people can check out the games that you place there and make their own uh convictions, like decisions, kung play or
Decision.
pass ba
Yeah.
yun for themselves.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Messina is right now in pass, so we'll put it there just so we can order these up. Yung all three was a flat out tie talaga. It moved both ways, so we're just gonna put it in the middle for now. And then we'll see if people change their mind in if I post this. But yeah, these are the
Okay.
games. Corrosion, Azul, Bitoku, Fractal in play. Your Ultra in the middle, and then your pass for tonight, Corduba, Wonderbook, and Messina 1347. Maybe my game that really struck you tonight, Dwayne. Maybe what's the game that
Well,
interests you the most in this list?
I am pleasantly surprised about Fractal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't know about the game, and that's the beauty of this player pass. You get to check out games that you don't. Parang, interesting. So, I've played Twilight Imperium, and this parang fits like that. Plus, there's a legacy aspect. So, parang
Yeah,
ko double check.
nice.
How
For
about
me,
you?
Ultra
All
is
right.
since we saw also kind of a glimpse of the gameplay, which it's Ghost Stories basically, but may scenario siya, and I like the theme better. I like this knights rangers fighting medieval fantasy theme a lot better than the first two, to be honest. Yung Ghost Stories and yung Last Bastion is masyadong fantasy na for me, if that makes sense. Na parang you're an orc barbarian fighting ganyan. This one seems to be on that level that I like. Plus, I'm playing New World now, so nandun ako sa that setting. But yeah, this is the list, player
Yes.
pass list from Essen. We'll continue the discussion on G Live Game Night community. If you guys want to be part of the polls, or if you have
Yes.
if you just want to share news or promote
Yeah.
board games, please do join G Live
Opinions,
Game Night.
hot takes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please do join G Live Game
Just
Night
post it
community on
there.
Facebook. We'll talk there, post it there when we want to play games. We'll invite there also. But yeah, thank you guys for dropping by and voting and joining us to check out yung mga Essen Spiel 2021 games. You guys voted for this list, and really, really interesting list. Mas heavier lang than what we usually do. And then yeah, just a reminder for Friday we're gonna have our G Live paint night. Dwayne and I will be painting. Very excited for that. First time ko rin mag-paint. And then next week will
First
be an
time.
interesting
Next week, what are we doing?
week. Yeah, we're gonna be playing D&D on Wednesday. So I'll see you guys there.
Yes.
Hopefully you guys would enjoy that show. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday 8 p.m. still here on Facebook and YouTube. But for now, have a good rest of the week, everyone. Thank you for dropping by. Peace. Bye. Oh, also last sorry, before I close.
Pahabol pa.
I think 30% we can play na in the stores. We'll make a post about it
Oh.
with the guidelines. But if you do have friends near one of our stores, you can actually get a table already and start playing board games. Assuming you're all fully vaccinated and we follow protocol. But it's just something I'm excited about. We'll post soon guidelines. But if you're planning a game day or just a few games, pwede na
Or
install.
like a meet-up. Like parang
Yeah.
we have not seen you guys for so long. Let's just hang out, play
Yeah.
some games.
But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching again. Peace. That's all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye again.